Okay, we are recording Cemetery Trustees meeting Tuesday, April 14th at 8 a.m. Present are Steve Pender by telephone, James Coyne, Terry Driscoll, Joe Reardon, Jed Dolan, and calling in will be Alex Ortiz, Veterans Agent.
Great. Well, let's start with the consent agenda. So on that, we have the occupant list and the banking summary. Is there any discussion on either?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Very good. Excellent. Second, we have the approval of the minutes from our last meeting on March 10th. Any discussion on the minutes?
Motion approved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Excellent. Thank you. We'll skip over item number 3 for right now.
I think he's
coming in. Yeah, right on time.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Lisa, the trustees. Apologize I'm not there in person, but it's been a little hectic trying to figure this calendar out.
That's
No problem.
okay. You're here, as far as we're concerned. So I got your email this morning with the program. Unfortunately, I'm not able to print it out for the trustees right now. There's an issue with the printer, but I did share that we have a speaker.
Yep. I also have a backup speaker just in case. Just waiting on what the program looks like because she's traveling from DC. She's planning on being here 2 days before Memorial. She's planning on being here for Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
Her family lives in Lowell, so I don't foresee being an issue. However, how crazy things are in the government, and because she's a federal employee, I'm just taking precautions. So
Great.
I'm waiting. Once we have that, I should have that name also by the end of the week.
Who's the backup speaker?
That's so as of right now, it's the director for the UMass Boston William Joyner Institute. His name is escaping me right now.
Okay, that's okay.
But he's. I'm just waiting. I finalize the program in itself and what the time frame looks like to confirm as a backup speaker.
Great.
Hi, Alex. Jim Coyne. Is there anything else you need from the trustees while we have you on the phone?
Yes, sir. I guess two things. I want to buy the floor arrangements locally. So if you have any recommendations that Lisa can send me via email, that would be great. And then I guess the second thing would be trying to get a hold of the Rotary Club. I know I would love to go in person, but because I had this unforeseen issue, I've been trying to catch up on administrative tasks and a lot of claims that were already backlogged. So being 2 days in Milton makes it a little bit difficult. So if I could get a point of contact for the Rotary Club that I can email or call to see if I can set up a meeting with them.
Absolutely. We're in touch with them, and I can forward you the contact for yeah.
Perfect. And I guess in the past also Dell from DPW used to do the setup, but he has retired. So I'm waiting on confirmation on if they're going to need any type of support to help.
Yeah, it's usually Delroy and another guy, and his name escapes me, but he's still here, and I think that should go smoothly. I will reach out to him.
Okay. I will say that we have something to hold the microphone this year, so I made sure I ordered that, and it's taken care of. But besides that and what I sent in, I don't have any other updates currently. But this week, once I finish pretty much the final details, we'll polish it, send it to Nick to see if it's okay, and then we'll publish it to start getting the word out for Memorial Day.
Okay. I can send you information about the local florist. I did send you an email. You might have missed it in the fray. So I can look it up and resend it to you, and it will give you the florist that we usually use, okay?
Perfect. That would be great.
How are we doing on... You're prepared to announce on your end for Flags In?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm trying to coordinate with DPW to see if I can get some tables because I would like to buy some food. Since we're gonna be there 3 hours, just to do something a little bit different and make sure that we have water or some type of snacks for the kids and maybe some adults that might have some might need something too.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So I would just need to know where we would set that up, Lisa. So
We set it up right outside my office here at the cemetery.
Okay.
And if it's inclement weather, we'll roll two tents over, and we'll have our tables under the tents. But
that's perfect.
we've been lucky with weather so far, and we always have a pretty good turnout. So
What's the date for that?
I wrote it on my calendar. It's like May 8th or something.
I think it's
For Flags In,
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the 16th. That
Yes.
was the last thing
I think
we
it was
had,
2 weeks
talked
before,
about.
right?
I have it as the 16th because it's my son's college graduation. So
Yeah,
that's the date I thought it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it
May
should be
16th.
2 weeks before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
but we can adjust or break it into twos. I'm willing to do that also.
No.
No, one
So
day.
whatever.
No, one day. One
day.
shot.
Okay.
We usually cover that pretty well here at the cemetery with the volunteers. So
Yeah.
1 day's fine.
Perfect.
It's done in
Okay,
2 hours.
It's done in a couple of hours. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy because in Randolph I have 3 cemeteries and they're all private, so it's a lot different.
Yeah. Okay.
Complicated.
Does Curry College help with that? Flags In?
Kerry College baseball team was here once, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, yeah.
No, they were here for that veterans talk.
For the what? Oh, the clean the flags.
So,
Once we put it out, Alex, we usually get a pretty good response, and then
Yeah.
we can always, if we have the regulars that show up every year, and then if there's any youth teams or college teams that want to help out, we're welcome for them to come as well.
you know.
Perfect. Okay, great. Yeah, and I've tried to reach out to different organizations that potentially haven't participated in the past, but I know they have youth groups. Just to get a different volume, and if we could get more people too. I'm gonna see if we could get some media coverage too, since this is 250th. I requested that also. I forgot to put it on the memo.
Okay, great.
Alex, it's Terry Driscoll. One thing I've noticed the last couple of years is that when folks are volunteering to put them in, they either get here late or they're not really listening, so they put them all over the flags all over the place. If we could, have like a clear description of where the flags go, I think that'd be great.
Okay, I could definitely work on that, and then we could also publish that. Lisa, then I might swing by on Thursday. Are you there Thursday?
Yes.
Okay, so or we could just grab one flag and I'll take a picture and then I'll have a little bit more printouts made and have them laminated on time.
Great.
And then I guess I could assign team leaders, and then they could have those and assign them by group. Not sure how it's done in the past, so that's kind of like the mindset I was going into. Or if you have any other suggestions.
I'll give some feedback to you on Thursday.
Okay.
What we've done in the past. So, great.
Perfect.
That's great.
All right.
Anything else?
I have nothing.
Anyone?
Nope.
That's great. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you, Alex, and
Okay, you guys.
I'll see you on Thursday.
Sounds good. I'll send you an email so we could coordinate the time, Lisa.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for calling in, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Are we
Great.
gonna have a parade this year
I'm
from Town Hall?
assuming it's in the memo that I have forwarded to all of you.
I'll look at it.
So we'll read it a little
Do we
later.
have a band? Do
We-
we have any music?
No.
Yeah, we asked for that originally. So I
I'm
hope.
just thinking for Thursday, maybe go
I-
over it with them.
Okay. band confirmation
And it doesn't have to be the full
March.
band. I mean,
No.
you need some musical
Yeah.
accompaniment. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, and I think
Yeah.
like people paid for the uniforms,
right,
for the
Yeah.
band, for
Yeah.
them to be out in public,
right.
right? So, and it is. That's.
Okay.
I mean, there was a group that paid for them, that provided them with new uniforms so they could march and be in attendance at events. So,
The expectation is that there will be a
yeah, well, good.
parade. Okay.
I like that. I just want to see it through.
You're looking at that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Again, all weather permitting. So again, right? So,
Excellent.
anything, Steve? Any input?
He's on mute, isn't it?
No, I'm not on mute.
Oh.
He's on.
No, I'm good.
he's on-
I'm good.
He's on mute because he's in his
Thank
office.
you.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
So next we had the superintendent's report, but we also had the spring cleanup report, and that's probably part of the superintendent's report.
It is. I was being redundant. Sorry.
That's okay.
So, superintendent's report, Structures North, the structural engineering company from Salem. We contracted to come down to do the inspection for the grant we got from CPC for the receiving tomb. And they came down and they did 2 days inspecting the tomb. And we did a little exploratory dig on top that turned out to be, I thought we were digging a little hole, and we really exposed the top of whatever is covering the tomb down below. And now they've gone back to write their report. I've asked them if they can have it by mid-May so that I can get on that eligibility list for the next CPC ask, which is due at the May 31st. So that is just a preliminary ask for any structural stuff we might need, and then I can get detailed if we get the go ahead from CPC.
And if we do ask for those funds, do we have like a plan for that structure?
So first
I
we
know
would
we
have
talked
to
about
stabilize
capital
it. First we would have to stabilize it. Then I guess so. This report will tell us what we need to do to stabilize
Yep.
that structure. And then from there, we can develop a plan as to what we want to do with it.
Okay.
Right,
That's good.
yeah.
Can I ask? Sorry, if you
Yes.
know, how far did they dig down just till they got to the cap?
Till we got to the cap
Yeah. Do you know? I'm
of,
just wondering. Like how deep?
it's about 2 or 3 feet.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of soil on top of that thing. They
Yes,
went down for 2 to 3 feet.
yeah, there's a cement cap
Right.
on
That's what I
part of
figured
it.
as much.
There's a cement cap on part of it, and then part of it has tar.
Really?
Yeah.
So it must have been exposed at some point.
There
you
have
think, right?
been changes to the structure over
Right.
time. So, yeah, but they took all these measurements,
Interesting.
inside, outside, from inside to outside, so.
Good. Nice.
Headstone restoration starts in early July. I was hoping for spring, but they are finishing up some other smaller projects, and they will be here in early July. Spring cleanup is going very well. I'm pleased to say, because I was feeling a little down after winter mess revealed itself after the snow
Looks good. I
melted.
just drove through this
But
morning.
it really
good.
looks really good. They have areas raked and blown out, and now they're working on damage to the grass from tire marks, plowing, etc. They're also working on, as they do every year, the winter graves that went in over the winter, and they all need to be tamped, filled in, finished with topsoil, and seeded, and there are about 80 of those. So they're pretty busy. Water is being turned back on. A few items need to be fixed. One spigot got plowed right down, so we've had that reconnected and fixed. We have 2 areas where there's a break under the road and we can see bubbling up, so we are also excavating in those spots, and the plumber's going to come and look at it. Hopefully it's something we can manage here with a plumber and not have to call like Sean Farrell excavating. the good news is I have purchased 5 rolls of commercial grade artificial boxwood to cover the elephants. I'm giving up on growing ivy all over those things. I got an estimate from the man who built the topiaries to come up from Alabama, Mississippi, wherever he is, Topiary Joe, to cover them with commercial grade boxwood as they do for other facilities. And he gave me an estimate of $12,000.
Wow.
Most of it was travel expenses and whatnot. And so I got on my wholesale websites and I ordered the stuff and I got it for about $2,000. So I'll be doing that this week and next week, and I think it should be a relatively easy job. Goes on with zip ties. Waited longer for the zip ties to get here from Quincy than I did for the rolls to get here from Kansas. So I'm expecting a nice result. Lastly, we have a few heater issues here in the office over the winter, and the service people from Jeanette have been out a couple of times. And last week, during a cold morning, it failed. And it didn't go on, and it was very cold in here. It was 50 degrees in here. So, but they came right out. There's a crack in the heater exchange, and the unit is 20 years old. So he doesn't recommend putting any money into that unit. And he's going to write up an estimate for a new unit. He's also going to write up an estimate for a hardwired CO and fire detector, which we apparently do not have in the building. So, and then I will have to get other bids on that as well. So, that's it. There is no correspondence.
Motion to accept?
Yeah.
Sorry, Terry.
That's okay. Yeah, motion to accept the superintendent's report.
Second.
All
In
in
addition,
favor?
the spring cleanup, right? Put it together with the superintendent's report?
Yes,
Unless you
the
had a
spring
question on that.
cleanup and the heat system replacement both be incorporated into the superintendent's report.
I'm gonna just to clarify, I'm gonna put in as an under one motion for 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
Second, right?
Yes.
All in favor, right?
I did you tell you I did?
Yeah, you already
Oh, we
did.
did. Okay, perfect.
I did.
I want to
That's
be
okay.
caught up on. I want to be in touch this month's meeting. I wasn't listening in the last month's meeting, so.
Can we get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Steven, anything? Before we adjourn?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
Second, all in favor, right?
Yeah.
All right.